Oh, hi, this is Mike with Sandstar. Yep, sometimes you have to think outside the box. Let's talk about the Sandstar technology in this video. Come with me. I want to talk about the Sandstar technology, but to understand the Sandstar technology, you really need to understand what's going on within the industry. It's transforming, and it's transforming in a very exciting way. Mechanical dispensing has been around for decades and will continue to be around. It serves a great purpose. And you also have micro markets, a new invention in the industry. It also has done phenomenal to make a resurgence within this dynamic industry. And now, smart coolers. Whether you call them smart coolers or AI coolers or whatever you call it, what's really going on is we're transitioning further as an industry into retailing. Retailing is much more exciting for the customers, drives revenue, drives profitability for you hard-working operators. But to talk about the technology, I really want to talk about the sensors, because there's a lot of great competition out there. It's not just Sandstar. Of course, we're the best, but there's some really good competitors out there, good technology out there. So look carefully and decide what technology best suits your needs. So let's talk about the different options that you have. You've seen a lot of technology out there. They call them load cells or weight-based systems. Great systems, very reliable. A lot of strengths in weight-based systems. Now, they've got some limitations. They can be more costly, they can be more temperamental, and they're not quite as efficient for you to load because of needing to have an exacting planogram. So take a look at load-based systems. They have some good features. RFID technology, great technology, very reliable. It really lends itself better for large value or high value items because adding an RFID tag on an individual product when it's a low transaction value isn't as efficient because of the labor and the cost of the tags and the visual effects when you put it on there. But they're great systems, great companies that offer RFID technologies out there. Then you hear about infrared technologies. Infrared technologies have also gone through a transition. As a matter of fact, one of the companies that really specializes in infrared has changed ownership 2 or 3 times in the last few years. That technology is a bit more temperamental. Very reliable in its own balance, however. One of the fallacies of that technology is that because the sensors recognize the product from underneath versus from the rear, as you take an item off of a shelf, that item is then empty. So it doesn't push forward to keep a beautiful merchandising effect. Good technology, just got some limitations when it comes to the merchandising. Then you hear a lot about, well, what about sensor fusion or what about computer vision technologies? Well, okay, that sounds complicated. Well, there's 2 types of computer vision technologies. They all call themselves AI, but they're not. Many of these companies that put cameras in the machines actually feed the video back to a processing center. And within 30 minutes or 2 hours later, a human will review what was taken and decide what was taken and send it to your shopping cart. So it's not really AI. It's not secure, it's not as private, and you would think it'd be lower priced, but it's not even lower priced. And then you've got sensor fusion technologies where they'll use a combination of that human review with a weight-based system or a combination of that with an RFID. Well, anytime you have multiple sensors, complexity, cost, may not make sense, especially when you take a look at true AI. That's what Sandstar does. We've actually invested over $50 million to date on the world's largest neural network. What does that mean? It means our 25 algorithm scientists can perfect an algorithm to recognize a product in real time better than anyone else in the world. So it chokes me up just thinking about it. These scientists are so smart. But what does that mean to you as an operator? What it means to you as an operator is you get a lower cost of hardware, you get a more reliable system, you get superior detection accuracy. That efficiency, that accuracy, the ability to be able to have a dynamic planogram or no planogram. Because what happens is, as we know, the route drivers get busy. They don't always load to the exact planogram. Even if they do, when a customer takes something out and puts it back, they don't always put it back on the right shelf. So we didn't put any technology on the shelf. Our technology is in front of the shelf. So when it comes off of the shelf or goes back on the shelf, that's where the real-time detection is happening. You say, what is real time? Less than a second. You don't wait for a minute, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Real-time shopping cart that's populated on the tablet or on your phone. Well, what happens when we get it wrong? No technology is perfect, and Sandstar